Pain heals. Chicks dig scars. Glory lasts forever.
Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Shout out to the 19. We're gonna have a little fun. This is kind of wild, and I want to show you something in case you were thinking, oh, well, maybe this isn't true. This is absolutely wild that ESPN did this, and it has nothing to do with Caitlin Clark. It is just but it does have to do with WNBA basketball. It is just the train wreck, the incompetent train wreck that is ESPN, the former worldwide leader in sports. It is so sad how far this company has fallen. Now, as you can see here, ESPN dropped an article previewing the upcoming 2025 WNBA season on Friday. All seems pretty run of the mill, but fans are stunned about said article's projection of the Chicago Sky's starting lineup, as was I. The controversy: rookie Haley Van Lith, recently acquired by Chicago in the 2025 WNBA draft, was slotted into the starting five over Courtney Vandersloot. Of course, that's not the only one. Ariel Atkins, who of course is the replacement for Kennedy Carter and is a very good shooting guard, also not in the lineup. You have Courtney Vandersloot, who went to Chicago because she was no longer getting enough playing time in New York. Yes, she is on the downside of her career, obviously, but she's still a very, very good player. And you are not starting Haley Van Lith, who's not truly a point guard. Well, that may be her position in the future, and she may develop into one. But Courtney Vandersloot right now is a better point guard for the Chicago Sky to win now than Haley Van Lith is. Five-time All-Star, two-time WNBA champ. And then we have this: ESPN doesn't think Courtney Vandersloot or Ariel Atkins are starting for the Chicago Sky. This is insanely bad analysis. And here you can see projected starting lineup: Haley Van Lith, Rachel Bonham, Michaela. How does she? Oh, I've butchered her last name so many times. Michaela, out of respect, I'm not even going to try it. Angel Reese, Camila Cardoso. Thoughts in this projected starting lineup for the Chicago Sky? We all know Sloot and Atkins are starting. HVL and Banner might not even be third string guards. ESPN is weird for this. Yeah, absolutely. Now here's what's kind of funny. Let's go in case, because see, now this is a screenshot, right? This is a screenshot here. So this is the internet. You say, well, is that true? Let's go over to the article and let's see if that is actually true. Let's go down to the Chicago Sky. Well, wait a minute. Courtney Vandersloot and Ariel Atkins, the two players that the fans said would be in the starting lineup, which were not in ESPN's starting lineup, are now there. Well, maybe this was just a hoax to smash ESPN, because it's not like they don't get a lot of things wrong anyway. People say, hey, you know what? Let's pull one on ESPN. We'll do some clickbait, get some engagement at their expense. It'll all be great. And you don't see any note. There's no update. Hey, upon further analysis and doing a deep dive, we rethought what we believe the Chicago Sky starting lineup will be, and now we project it to be this. And yet, again, little old me, I don't know if my other video is up yet from Bleacher Report, but you'll know what I mean when I say that. Little old me, not huge gazillion billion dollar company ESPN, but little old me. So, well, wait a minute. This seems kind of sneaky, because it really seems like ESPN would have some very bad analysis. So what's going on? So guess what I did, in hopes that it would have been archived quickly because it is ESPN. I went to the Wayback Machine. I went to the Wayback Machine and look what I found when the article first popped. Haley Van Lith. I do not. Do you see Courtney Vandersloot or Ariel Atkins? I do not see Courtney Vandersloot or Ariel Atkins. Nope. It looks to me, I don't know if they changed anything in the article. No, it doesn't look like they did. It just ESPN. I mean, this is so pathetic. ESPN saw all the backlash. Someone at ESPN who thought it was worth making the change saw all this backlash, said, "Man, this makes us look really stupid and like we have no idea like, what we're talking about when it comes to women's basketball. I know what we're going to do. We're just going to go in, make the change that the fans wanted because the fans know basketball better than ESPN does. Think about that. Those hired at ESPN do not know as much as the fans, and it's starting to seem like that in all of sports. Hello, Mel Kiper, but that's another story for another day. But again, they don't have the cojones to make a little note in here and say, hey, when we first put this out, here's what our starting lineup looked like. Upon further analysis and talking about these other things that we wanted to do, we're going to change it. Absolutely kind of wild that they would operate this way. But it's just, again, another great example. And I thought I wanted to use it because it has nothing to do with Caitlin Clark. Just an example of, hey, you can't take these people seriously anymore. You just can't. You have to fact check them on everything. You have to take everything they give you with a grain of salt, which is really kind of sad. But I'm going to leave it there. I know this was a short one, very short for me, right? But anyway, let me know your thoughts on all this in the comments below. I had to share this because it's actually kind of funny when you think about it. But I'm going to leave it there. Like, comment, subscribe. I really do appreciate it. And I will talk to you later.